Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be in the continental United States. You're listening to Brian Hammond and Diane McKempson's podcast. I am live in San Antonio. It's a split one again. She is in High Ridge, Missouri. She'll be calling in here in a few minutes, but I'd like to welcome y'all. And welcome to 2018. It's the 13th day of January, 2018. I hope y'all are having and enjoying your weekend and staying safe and enjoying 2018. So far, it's been a halfway decent one, except for a few things that have come up that have made news that have been actually the topic of news lately. And it's time that we as Americans and we as men and as women and as people in our jobs, in our homes, in our daily lives, in our stores, wherever we go, it's time to stand against people that do sexual misconduct. Gentlemen, when a lady says no to your advances, it means don't do it, you dumb dorks. Don't you know the word? Don't you understand the word no, or is it the N or the O? I'm not sure. But that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We have a podcast that was already recorded sometime back that we're going to listen to. It's kind of a controversial thing. But we need to talk about it because it's not just in our workplace. It's in Hollywood, in the entertainment business. It's now hit the newscasters, the anchors. They're falling like flies because of sexual misconduct. Because certain people don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. And it's sad. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that if you have to do that, and you have to make somebody feel uncomfortable, a female, or a female making a male feel uncomfortable, it's inappropriate to do at work. It's just as inappropriate if you did it at church. It's just not something you do. You don't do that. You don't do it in public. Well, maybe you do if you like spoiler moment, kind of crazy ideas. Then fine. That's not something you do at work. You don't do that at work. Whatever it may be, harassment, misconduct, either way, it's still wrong. We shouldn't do that. I have seen nowhere in the Bible where it says the Lord used one of his days to grab Mary's ass, or to grab another woman's butt, or to grab her breasts, or to grab anything, whether male or female. It's inappropriate. We can't be doing it. It's the 21st century, guys. I realize that everything's more progressive. There's stay-at-home dads. Moms are making the money, working full-time. That's fine. If that works for you and your family, congratulations. Sometimes it does work. Sometimes dads being at home with their children are good. Sometimes vice versa. Sometimes it's the mother. Either way, as long as the family's being taken care of, why would anybody, male, female, it doesn't matter, why do you have to go to work and make your coworkers feel uncomfortable because you want to grab them in an inappropriate way at work? Whether you're a news anchor, whether you work at a school cafeteria, whether you work in a business office, it doesn't matter. It's still inappropriate to do. And although, don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm not dead. I know a nice looking woman when I see one, just like women know a good looking man when they see one. No, that's fine. It's okay to look, but you can't touch all the time. It's inappropriate to do. Okay? Look, I'm not here to put anybody down. I'm not here to judge. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to find out. I'm here to ask questions. Start a conversation. It's time for us to start a conversation. It's time to continue standing up against Sexual misconduct in the workplace, whether it be a man or a woman. I'm not biased. I dislike both equally. Point is, it's still wrong. It'd be wrong for me. It's wrong for everybody. Okay? If it was me doing it, I would expect to be disciplined just like everybody else was. I would expect to have that kind of controversy and chaos going on. It really disrupts a workplace. It really disrupts a family. In fact, it breaks a family apart when a man or a woman finds out about, their spouse fondling somebody else at their workplace or church or wherever. It makes for a bad home life. It makes for a broken marriage, a broken family. And you know what? You know who really pays the price here, ladies and gentlemen? It's our children. If there's children involved already, if there's children in the house, it affects them too. Because, contrary to popular belief, but no woman is going to stay with a man that goes around grabbing other people, whether it be male or female. If my wife got caught doing that, please. You really think I'd stay around to find out if she's going to do it again? I don't think you would either. Think about this, guys. If it was you, and you were in that situation, and you were the person being treated like that, and you were threatened if you came forward, you'd lose your job, or something would happen, it makes it hard to come forward. But somebody's got to come forward. And finally, people are starting to come forward. Of course, it took a 20-year veteran of a news show to be ostracized out because of it. Look at the other guy that was accused of it back the end of last year, Harvey Weinstein. He was accused of it. Did he do it? I don't know. For sure. He probably did. Did he get it? Maybe he didn't. But I'd certainly like to find out, hey, if there's anybody out there like Harvey Weinstein or the gentleman from the Today Show, or the people that work with that gentleman, or Harvey Weinstein, or anybody else that's been affected by this particular subject, I'd like to talk to you. I'd like for you to come here. I'd like for you to be on my podcast, and let's have a conversation. Let's find out what we can do to make our workplace safer for both male and female. Since it's a progressive 21st century, and women work and make money, and men work to make money to support the family, and take care of the home, the children. It seems right. Or the mom stays home, or the dad stays home, or one of the parents work. It makes sense. And you know what even makes more sense? Just to have the family. If you are not happy at home, why'd you have a family? If you have to go out and grab somebody else, whether it be male or female, what's wrong at home? What's going on at home? What, no communications? No intimate time? I don't get it. Is the marriage, are you just tired of your spouse? I don't understand that idea. I really don't. Although, I do understand that sometimes temptation does overrun. And sometimes things do get out of hand and carried away. But they get out of hand and carried away at the cost of somebody's employment, at the cost of somebody's family, wife, husband, their children, bringing chaos and turmoil to the workplace, to their coworkers, to people that they see every day. They might even call a friend. You never know. If you go to work every day and you've been at the same job for years and years and years, I've been doing healthcare for over 10 years now. Although I've taken a little break from it here and there, I am on a sabbatical now. But that doesn't mean I don't help. That doesn't mean I ignore it or turn my back to it. I don't turn my back to people that need help. And I certainly don't turn my back to a situation that needs to be talked about, even if it is controversial. I'm not about controversy. This is not why I started this podcast. This is not what I intended on talking about. Any more than it was I intended on talking about shootings, mass killings, bloodshed, wars, and all the other stuff that's been going on. I won't inflict somebody's wounds. I'll help heal them. I'll sit with them. I'll take care of them. I'll do what they can't do. I'll be a lifelong companion if that's what it takes. But I won't inflict somebody's wounds. And I won't break up a family. Not intentionally. Now, if that family is already broken, that's a different story entirely. But still, the workplace is not the place to find out about that. The workplace is the workplace. You go there to work. You go there to make that paycheck that you need to keep your home going, to keep food on your table, clothes on your back, your kids in clothes, your car insurance, your car payment, stuff like that. Unless, you get paid for being a grab ass, then hey, maybe you're in the right line of work. But if you work in an office or you work outside your home and you work with other people, you work with both male and females, that's not the place. It really isn't. I want to find out what these people have to say. I want to know if there's anybody out there, whether you're a male or whether you're a female, have you experienced sexual harassment? Have you experienced sexual misconduct? Verbal abuse even? It can be verbal talk even. That's still harassment, especially if you're asked not to do it anymore. Words are the most sharpest thing you can use in today's society to hurt somebody. Our words can cut somebody just as easy as a knife can. It can penetrate just as easy as a bullet can. Hey, it does. It works like that. It really does. It's the same thing. If people don't like to be talked to in a certain way and they're asking you not to do it, does that mean you continue to do it? No, that means you work on trying to stop. Work on trying to change it. We all got to find a way to coexist, whether it's in employment and outside the office, at home, outside the home, wherever. We got to be respectful of one another. It's the only way we're going to keep the United States, America, good again. And we can't make America good again if this chaos keeps going on. I'm here to tell you right now. Just in other things, like Donald Trump and his derogatory racial remarks about other countries that he said. And he denies it, of course, but he did say it. The White House never denied it. I used to gripe because he was on Twitter all the time. Hey, Trump, get back on Twitter and stop using your profanity and your judgmental words towards other countries and other races. It's not for you to judge where they come from or who they are. It's not for you to make that judgment call, Trump. And I know people don't like when I talk about our president of the continental United States, but I'll tell you what, I'll talk about him, but I also will pray for him. I also will support him if he's right, but I have no qualms with saying when he's wrong. And if he's going to be a racist, he has no business in the White House. He is the President of the United States.